some of the international reporters on scene. 40 people now dead, 100 hostages being held. The number of locations where a simultaneous attack took place, either 3, perhaps even 4. We do know that President Obama now has been briefed, telling him exactly what is playing out in Paris, France. We understand as far as the hostages go, they have teams that are there now trying to negotiate the release or surrender. It's going to be a tough one given the fact that this attack took place. We understand there were explosions. Let me play that. Listen to this. Now you hear fans. Those explosions are either going off inside or just outside of the soccer stadium where the French and German teams were squaring off. We don't know where those explosions came from, whether it was a suicide bomber, whether they were grenades, or they were some sort of bomb or device that was placed there. We don't know. We do know that people were hurt and killed as a result of those explosions. And from the soccer stadium, about a mile to 2 miles away, you'll find a restaurant. The restaurant was the backdrop for another attack that took place. We understand either a man or men went in and fired with automatic weapons. There was a witness that told a BBC reporter over 100 rounds fired at that restaurant and at a bar just about a half-mile south from that restaurant. Keep in mind, these are really nice areas of Paris where a lot of young people like to go out on a Friday night and celebrate the weekend. We understand 25 people were killed in those 2 locations and lots more people were wounded. The hard part for first responders, as you can imagine, they cannot rush into a situation to try and help people if they don't know if that situation is even secure, if they're going to be facing gunfire or if there's going to be more explosions. So it has been a very delicate process in the first place to get first responders to those who are wounded and also to try and figure out what is playing out. And there was a 4th location, a concert hall. At that concert hall, we were being told inside there was a band. We said it was heavy metal. I think it's rock and roll. It was a concert. There was an explosion inside the concert hall. We understand there was gunfire inside the concert hall. At least 15 people, we're being told, were killed inside the concert hall. And now in excess of 100 people are being held inside that concert hall as hostages. I said earlier that nobody has come forward and claimed responsibility. We understand now that CNN is reporting there is a hashtag that was put out by ISIS celebrating what is happening tonight on the streets of Paris. Again, 40 dead, 100 being held hostage, and we do not know, as far as this fluid situation, if those numbers are going to go up. Chances are they are. In fact, hang on, and this is a sad update. Now we understand 60 people total are dead. It's not 40, it's 60. These are numbers that are going to continue to go up when you consider how much damage was done with explosions and also with the gunfire, and this is still early on. It is a very fluid situation. We're doing our best to get all the facts that we can before we bring them to you. Let's get over to Chris Papst, because social media at a time like this we've seen has really gone crazy, and that is no exception tonight, Chris.
Absolutely, Jonathan. As you said, a very active, very in-depth, very detailed conversation, and it's this situation, I should say, happening over in the center city of Paris right now. And the people that are on the ground that are seeing this, they are getting on their phones and they are sharing their videos and they're sharing their thoughts with the world. Some of what we're seeing right now, this gentleman took a picture, Anthony Adventurer, taking a picture saying, "Terrorist attacks on our streets in Paris, and kamikaze is an interesting word. Please stay at home, my friends." And if we go through a couple more here, now a lot of these tweets are obviously, and these Instagrams are in different languages. We're seeing English, we're seeing French, obviously, we're seeing German, because that is the team that was at that stadium playing the French team when those explosions went off that we heard just a few minutes ago. This one's saying, "I was there by coincidence, just left the zone. Pray for Paris." And this is the hashtag that's starting to take over Twitter right now, this Pray for Paris. But right now, it is 11:30 at night. It's a beautiful night there, a beautiful Friday night. People are out trying to enjoy the evening, obviously, at that game as well. And then we have to deal with this. Streets cornered off here in this area. You can see the police response. And if we go through these, we're going to get more videos, more of pretty much the same, of just what seems to be a hectic and a terrifying situation happening right now in Center City, Paris. Leon?
All right, thank you, Chris. Keep us posted. Allison?